In this video, I'm going to give you 4 tools that you can use if you offer high-ticket coaching. And the first one is Skype. Skype enables you to make landline calls, Skype to Skype calls, to do text conferences, to send text messages, to do videos. You can do one-on-one video coaching via Skype. You can run it on your computer, or you can also run it on your cell phone if you have a smartphone. You scroll down here, you can see you've got group videos as well they offer at the moment, and you've got whole lots of different ways that you can use Skype for things like coaching, for conferences, and so on. And it's all completely free to sign up, and you can do so at skype.com. Another way to deliver your coaching is via WordPress with a membership plugin. WordPress started out as a fairly clunky blogging platform, but over the years it's evolved to be probably one of the most versatile content management systems on the internet at the moment. And you can use it to run all sorts of things. You can build e-commerce sites, you can build blogs, you can build membership sites. And in particular, it's very useful if you want to have a membership site, because there are lots of different membership plugins that you can get, which can convert it into a membership site, and you don't need to do any coding or anything like that. Now, the actual WordPress software is free, and you can download it from wordpress.org. Be sure to come to wordpress.org rather than wordpress.com. Wordpress.com is where they will host your WordPress blog for you. But it's best, if you're going to have a membership site, to have your own domain with your own URL and WordPress installed on it. Now, if your hosting package includes Fantastico or Softalicious, you may find that you're able to install WordPress directly from the dashboard. Otherwise, you can simply install it by coming to wordpress.org, downloading the software, and then installing it by following the on-screen instructions. And it is actually fairly straightforward. Now, once you've got WordPress installed, probably the best plugin for turning it into a membership site is S2 Member, and you can install this from within the WordPress dashboard, or you can come here to s2member.com. Now, there are free and paid versions of S2 Member. The free version is fairly limited, but it's enough to get you started. And as you can see here, it says it protects your WordPress post pages, tags, categories, etc. And it integrates with different payment methods like PayPal, authorized.net, and so on. And you can deliver your coaching through a site based on S2 Member. And you can then make sure that only people who've paid for access to your material can actually access that material. So it stops things being put into the public domain. You can also do things like drip feed the information out, and it is actually very, very powerful piece of kit. Another good way to deliver your coaching is via Periscope. Now, Periscope is a video streaming smartphone app that is available for both iPhone and Android smartphones. And what this does is it allows you to broadcast live video to others who have the same app. And video can also be stored for replays, and you can also download the videos and edit the videos and put them up on YouTube as well, or on a membership site like we were just discussing. And the great thing about Periscope is that it's brand new, so you're at the cutting edge of technology. And if you're giving coaching on anything that's to do with tech, anything to do with the latest smartphone technology or that sort of thing, then it just really makes sense to have it via Periscope, because, you know, you're practicing what you preach, really, if you do it that way. Another way, and this is a slightly old-fashioned way of doing it, is via conference calls. Now, conference calls aren't as popular as they used to be, but they are still relevant and people do still use them. And the way it works is you sign up with a conference call provider. They will then provide you with a number that you can call in to start the conference call, and that the people who are going to be participating in the conference call or just even listening in on the conference call can dial into. And then they listen in via their landlines as you give your lecture or whatever. And you can also have question and answer session at the end of your conference call. Perhaps if you want to do that, it does give you that opportunity. Also, with a lot of conference call providers, is they will enable you to record the conference call so that you can either have a download for people who perhaps might not be able to listen to the conference call because of time zone difficulties or things like that. Or if you want to sell it as a standalone product, as an MP3 download, or burn it onto a CD for onward sale, it gives you that opportunity to do that as well. So while it's all audio, there's not any video or pictures or screen sharing or anything like that involved with conference calls, there is still quite a lot of mileage in it, even though it is perhaps now a rather outdated format. If you do a search in Google for conference call services, you're going to find lots of different ones listed. And it's going to vary from country to country depending on the different types of services you want to use. And if you're just going to be doing coaching in your own country, then having a local provider is probably a very good way to do it. Another way of doing conference calls, and particularly if you're doing international coaching or something like that, is to have a group call via Skype, like we were talking about earlier. And this means that you can have both voice and video calls via Skype. So you can do quite a lot of different types of coaching, and you can read more about it here at skype.com. And then if you follow the thing to features, and then group calls. So there you go, 4 tools that you can use right now if you offer high-ticket coaching.